All right, guys, this is the dry rub that we're going to go with for the soda can chicken with the cherry 7 Up. Should be awesome. I'm excited. Never done something like this. Only done the beer can, like I said. So, gonna go with some onion powder, cayenne pepper, get some smoked paprika, chipotle chili pepper, some garlic powder, fresh cracked pepper, and good old-fashioned kosher salt. So let's get this mixed up here, and then we're gonna go outside and get the grill fired up, and we'll check back in. Quite a bit of gunk in there from that brisket. So I've only used this thing 3 times. This will be the 4th time, so that's a lot of crap. I'm glad I put the drip pan in and lined it with foil. So now I should just be able to take that out and put some new foil in there and should be good to go. So not too bad though, I guess, but I mean it's definitely not clean. Crazy. Beef brisket. Not too bad. I had a little bit of stuff that I'm gonna go clean out inside, so I'm gonna go handle that in a sec here. But not too bad overall. All right, y'all, we got this thing pretty clean. I just threw a little bit of dish soap in it, nothing crazy. Gonna throw some fresh foil in there. And yeah, but you'd have to probably use some pretty heavy duty, like either oven cleaner or grill degreaser, I would imagine, to get this stuff off. But yeah, that's not something I'm gonna do, between every use. So maybe once a year, maybe do it. But as you can see, in a couple of uses, it gets pretty dirty. So it's caked on there. But yeah, let's get this thing fired up, and today I'm gonna use, let's see here, lump charcoal. The old Jello stubble. I just like the high heat and long burn, consistent burn. Just great stuff. So we're gonna use that, and then I'm gonna throw in a couple logs here. So I like a little sweetness and color with my chicken, and these are really mild. You're really not gonna be able to even tell that it's in there with like the more of the fragrant woods. So, cause I don't like heavy smoke on my chickens. So we're gonna do a chunk of the apple wood, and then a chunk of the cherry, which gives great red color. Not much flavor, but just unbelievable color on chicken or beef for that matter. So that's what we're gonna roll with today, and I think we're gonna go with a 350 burn temperature on the old Weber Smoky Mountains. So I'll be back. All right, guys, we got the chicken, which has been in the buttermilk for about 8 hours. I technically would have liked to have done it for 12 to 24, but I dorked it. So this is still plenty. I mean, some guys just do it for a couple hours, but I did put some of the crystal roasted garlic hot sauce in there as well. And I would have liked to have a little bit more buttermilk just to cover the chicken completely, but whatever, it just wasn't enough. But that's the backbone up, which is, you know, the non-important part. So let's get this thing blotted off, and then we're gonna put it on the good old Sherry 7-Up. I wasn't kidding. So there's our spice mixture we just made, and there's our little beer can holder so it doesn't fall over. And we got the Weber Smoky Mountain going. So let's get this stuff set up here and on the grill. Good old Sherry 7-Up. Let's have a little sip of this. Good stuff. Alright guys, and what I like to do is I actually will take a can opener and remove the top of the beer can or the soda can, whichever you're using. And this obviously just allows the moisture to escape and the chicken to be even moister. Alright. There. Wow. It is a big bird. Alright guys, I know I was targeting a temperature of 325 to 350 on the old Smoky Mountain, but I don't think I put enough of the charcoal in. It's settling in right about 300, which is fine, you know. I'm not looking for super crunchy skin or anything crazy, you know, super crazy from that standpoint. So, because I'll be putting barbecue sauce on it and glazing it anyway. So, more looking for like a barbecued smoked chicken, if that makes sense. Otherwise, I'd probably do it on the kettle. You know, if I was looking for higher temps and super crispy skin, I'd do the kettle, probably 425. But since we're smoking, I wanted to try out the Smoky Mountain. I kind of wanted to see how hot this thing could get. Obviously, the gauge only goes up to 350. But yeah, it looks like with all the vents open and, you know, a medium amount of charcoal in the basket, it can do about 300. So I'm gonna put this in there as far as a drip pan goes, so we don't get crap everywhere. And we're gonna go grab this thing and throw it on. All right, y'all, so we are on. Yep, and once again settled in. Let me spin this around, but it just barely fits. I left that oven thing in, who cares? I wasn't gonna hassle with trying to get it out. But yeah, and I probably should have used a binder and, you know, not manhandled the chicken as much looking back at it. But whatever. In my opinion, it's more about having the rub inside the cavity, you know, that's where you get the flavor. So, which we got plenty in there, and the old 7-Up down there. So this thing, like I said, barely fits. You know, big birds like this on the kettle, or at least the 22-inch kettle, are an issue. But yeah, with this, it's fitting. So as you can see, just barely, but it's working. So we'll take it. All right, y'all, so we settled in about 350. What I did was I added, after we shut the camera off about an hour ago, it's been an hour, I added, you know, probably a handful of charcoal briquettes to bump the temperature up a little bit. So it did work. So basically, I think the gist of it is at full tilt, meaning all the vents open, the 3 on the bottom and the 1 up there, I think you could probably do 350, and I'm sure you could push it. People, you know, say in the comments, I'm sure, but I think ideally, if you want high temperature, you go with a kettle or whatever, you know, your grill is of your choice. So right now I'm gonna spray a little bit of this olive oil on there to try to crisp up the skin and just kind of see where we're at here. So she's looking good. Yeah, looking awesome. So let's spray this. Sitting at about 325 still, so that's good. So let's get the old thermo pin out here and some more oil and see where we're at. Let's see here. I'm looking for about 160 in the breast. Okay, so we're about 140. Getting close. I figured this is going to take a while, just being such a big bird. Alright guys, let's see where we're at here. So we're super close. So at this point I'm going to sauce it. I like to use the old open pit. I like its consistency. It's not too thick for stuff like this. So for glazing, I think it works well. So let's see here. Kind of just drizzle it on here and let it just kind of naturally fall down. That's why I'm using that drip pan. This will just caramelize and the sugar will, yeah, it's just gonna be good. In 20 more minutes. Oh, it's looking good, man. It smells amazing. running low, but we're good. Oh yeah, boys. This thing is looking amazing. Oh yeah. All right, I'm just gonna give it, it's almost there. It's like a couple degrees away, so a couple more minutes. All right guys, we got Calvin over there. The kids are finishing up dinner. Hopefully we don't get copyrighted. We got the Good Dinosaur on from Disney, but either way, this game smells amazing, like literally amazing, and it came out, it's beautiful. I mean, it's plump, it's juicy. I mean, look at all the juices. So I'm gonna let this thing sit for probably half an hour, 20 to 30 minutes, and then I will let you know what it tastes like. Like I said, I've never done the cherry 7-Up or pop or soda, whatever you call it, for that matter. So yeah, I'm curious, but it smells amazing once again. So I'll let you know soon. Right, Cal? Yeah! All right, y'all. Once again, I'm on PTO, which is vacation for those around the world. So I've had a couple whiskeys, so bear with me. Nothing crazy, but a couple whiskeys. But here we go, big reveal. Let's cut a piece off, and damn, dude, this thing's been smelling so good. I've literally been drooling. Oh man, it looks good. All right, so let's cut off a piece here and see what we're dealing with. So it's a little hot. Gotta do this though. So super juicy. I'm trying to think of how to explain this, but I mean, yeah, it's completely juicy. I mean, you can see it right here. Look at this. So super juicy. It's not super sweet. You would think it'd be real sweet, but as I dip it in the sauce, because it tastes amazing. Mmm. Alright guys, what I will say is it's amazing. I've never thought beer can was the best chicken in the world personally. It's definitely not my favorite thing in the whole world. I can do chicken like spatchcock chicken, yeah, I can do chicken a lot of different ways, but I know beer can chicken's popular, so it's very good. What I would use this for, it's like real moist chicken, so chicken salad. You know, you taste some of the hot sauce we put in it and the garlic, you know, but it's not like overdone. In terms of the cherry 7-Up, it's not overdone either, honestly. You know, there's a hint of sweetness with the 7-Up and the barbecue sauce, you know, but I would say overall that, you know, honestly, great chicken, but, you know, and buttermilk, you know, same thing, you know, it's super moist, the acidity, the hot sauce, all that stuff, which is all gonna be acidic, right? But yeah, overall, I just think that my personal preference is I would do chicken differently, but I know everybody loves the beer can chicken, so in this case, soda can chicken, but I mean, the idea is just keep moisture in it and flavor, and it's good for sure, but I would just probably cut it up, carve it up, you know, spatchcock it, whatever, and do some different stuff with it, so. But either way, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, please leave a thumbs up, and make sure you subscribe to the channel, and we'll check back in with more content. Thanks for watching. Peace. So, real quick, thought I'd illustrate how juicy a piece is. I cut it off, and it's already been dripping. Look, I mean, look at this. So, I mean, it's crazy, 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 crazy juicy. And flavorful. So I think my one drawback is I wanted to give you one more comment is the skin. So while there's a lot of flavor on it, because it's a smoked chicken versus like a high temperature, you know, above 400, the skin's kind of chewy. So it's really not my thing. But I mean, the moisture level and the flavor and the actual chicken, I mean, this is the breast area, people, is just out of control. Definitely coming through, but so super moist chicken. So I'm gonna take back some of those comments earlier. I had to punch back in real quick and try it once more as I do this. And you don't taste the sweetness of the cherry, so you don't even know cherry 7-Up's in there. It's just a moisture thing, just like the beer. I think it's better, personally. Mmm. But I think it's a combination of the buttermilk that screws up the skin and then the lower temperatures on the grill. But either way, I really don't care because, I mean, you know, I'm going to use this chicken and burritos. I mean, whatever. Leftover chicken salad, whatever you want, sandwiches. And I'd rather have moist, you know, beautiful, delicious chicken. Mmm. That's good. That's pretty good. All right, y'all, just got done shredding it after it cooled off, and I just kind of, since the juices were so good, I just decided to throw the chicken in the juices, and it's unbelievable, for the record. One of the juiciest chickens I've ever cooked, but however, the skin was terrible. Harper says, "What's up?" She's eating cake. But the skin was terrible, honestly. So I think that's a downfall, cooking at, you know, a low temp and then using the buttermilk to marinate it or whatever, brine it. So another interesting fact was this is what was left of the 7-Up, which was the same amount that I put in. So how much moisture, what is that really doing, especially at a lower temperature? I don't think anything. So I think the juiciness honestly came from the buttermilk brine. So, you know, I would be curious to see, you know, at a higher temperature, you know, how much evaporation happens with the, you know, the can of 7-Up. But either way, super, super tender, juicy chicken, delicious, but just crappy skin. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, right, Harps? Subscribe to the channel for more, and we'll check back in, right? Thank you.
Thank you.